Assalamualaikum class 8. Hopefully you will be good. We have completed unit number 4 and we have done review exercise of unit number 1 till unit number 4. Today I am going to start unit number 5, daffodils. Today date is 10th August 2020. It's my 29th lecture and day is Monday. We have 4 stanzas in this poem. It's a very beautiful poem. The theme of the poem is about nature and about human nature, and it is written by William Wordsworth. William Wordsworth is also considered as the poet of nature, and he always describes about the nature. So daffodils is the name of a flower. ये एक फूल का नाम है, फ्लावर का नाम है. एंड इन उर्दू वी से गुले नरगिस, यानी नरगिस के फूल को इंग्लिश में डैफोडिल्स बोलते हैं. एंड दिस फ्लावर हैज़ येलो कलर, bright yellow color, and this flower grow in water. Whenever we have some pond or we have some stream or the edge of the streams, this flower can grow easily in water. So what the poet is saying, see first stanza. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high over vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. See, I wandered lonely as a cloud. Wandered means moving here and there, यानी मैं इधर उधर घूम रहा था. Lonely, alone, बिल्कुल अकेला इधर उधर घूम रहा था. As a cloud, like a cloud. So he is comparing himself with a cloud, such as he is saying that the cloud is wandering here and there, as like a lonely cloud I was wandering. Where he was wandering, that floats on high over valleys and hills. Vales means valleys and hills, यानी वादियों में और छोटे पहाड़ों में. मैं ऐसे तैर रहा था या ऐसे घूम रहा था जैसे कि एक अकेला बादल जो है वो इधर उधर घूम रहा होता है. So he is comparing himself as a cloud. So whenever we have as a cloud and the poet is considering himself as a cloud, it is simile here. Simile is indirect comparison, and it is figurative language, or figure of speech. Simile, metaphor, personification, alliteration, all of these are called फिगरेटिव लैंग्वेज और फिगर ऑफ स्पीच. यानी सिमिली, मेटाफर, पर्सोनिफिकेशन को हम फिगरेटिव लैंग्वेज कहेंगे या फिगर ऑफ स्पीच कहेंगे. अब यहाँ पर पोइट जो है अपने आप को क्लाउड के साथ कंपेयर कर रहा है. जिस तरह से एक छोटा या अकेला बादल क्लाउड जो है इधर उधर घूमता है, बिल्कुल ऐसे ही पोइट कह रहा है कि मैं भी एक बादल की तरह अकेला वादियों में और जो पहाड़ हैं वहाँ घूम रहा था. सो हियर the poet is comparing himself as a cloud, so it is a simile. Now see the other idea. When all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils. So the poet is saying that suddenly, at once means suddenly, he saw a crowd, a huge number of daffodils which have golden color, yani yellow color. So he has seen golden colored daffodils. Host here means in a large number. Crowded also means in a huge number. So he has seen a large number or the huge number of golden daffodils suddenly. When he was wandering on valleys and hills as a cloud, he suddenly saw a large number of golden daffodils beside the lake beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. So what they were doing, they were beside the lake. वो एक झील के किनारे, झील के साथ थे. beneath the trees, और दरख्तों के नीचे थे. fluttering and dancing in the breeze. breeze means cool, very cold and soothing wind, यानी हल्की हल्की जो हवा चल रही होती है उसको हम ब्रीज कहते हैं. a very pleasing wind, यानी जो आपको खुश कर देने वाली विंड होती है उसको हम ब्रीज कहते हैं. और इट इज़ द विंड ऑफ द मॉर्निंग ब्रीज. सो फ्लैटरिंग मीन्स मूविंग इन द एयर. एंड व्हाट द daffodils were doing when the breeze and the air was moving over there, they were moving their heads and it seems that they are dancing in the air. यानी जब हवा उनके ऊपर से गुजरती थी तो ऐसे लगता था जैसे जो डैफोडिल्स हैं दे आर डांसिंग एंड दे आर मूविंग देयर हेड्स, दे आर फ्लैटरिंग इन द एयर, दे आर मूविंग इन द एयर. So what scene he shows to us, he said that he was moving on high valleys and hills and suddenly he saw a large number of golden daffodils. These daffodils were grown beside the lake and they were also in beneath the trees, under the trees, and when the breeze or the wind were blowing, it seems that these daffodils were dancing in this air, in this breeze or in this pleasing wind. So he has given us figurative language simile as a cloud, and here he is saying that the daffodils are dancing. Dancing is a human characteristics and it is personification here. Personification here. So he is giving us idea that the flowers are dancing. As the human are dancing, the flowers are dancing in the breeze. So it is a human trait, a human characteristics, and whenever we give any human characteristics to a non-living thing, it is called personification. यानी personification को अगर हम define करें तो अगर हम non-living thing को ह्यूमन करेक्टरिस्टिक्स देंगे या ह्यूमन क्वालिटी देंगे, जिस तरह डांसिंग जो है ह्यूमन क्वालिटी है और हम कह रहे हैं कि जो फ्लावर्स हैं दे आर डांसिंग, flowers are dancing, so flower is non-living thing and dancing is human characteristics. That's why we are personified flower or daffodils. In this stanza we are personifying daffodils as human, कि हम उन्हें इस तरह ह्यूमन्स जो हैं वो डांस कर सकते हैं. The flowers are also dancing, that's why it's personification here. So in this stanza we have simile and we have personification. It is figurative language and the poet is saying that he has seen a huge number of daffodils beside the lake and under the trees and they are dancing like the humans, and he is also wandering like a cloud, as a lonely cloud. See the next stanza. Continuous as the star that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way, they stretched in never-ending line along the margin of our bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in spangly dance. In this stanza, the poet is also comparing flowers with stars. See, continues as the stars that shine. So the daffodils are compared with the stars. So as a star is again simile here. As a star that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way, Milky Way galaxy. So as the stars are shine on the sky on the galaxy, the flowers are shining on the margin of the bay, on the lake side. यानी जो लेक का साइड है, लेक साइड है या झील का जो किनारा है वहाँ पर फूल ऐसे चमक रही हैं जैसे कि आसमान के ऊपर सितारे चमकते हैं. So here the poet is giving us the idea and he is also comparing flowers with stars, so that's why it's simile here. They stretched in never-ending line along the margin of a bay. Margin means edge of a bay, of a gulf, means the place on which we have water. It has water around it and there is a small land between it, जिसे हम उर्दू में जज़ीरा बोलते हैं. इस तरह जज़ीरे में एक तरफ थोड़ी सी खुश्की होती है और उसके चारों तरफ पानी होता है. So it is called bay, or in English it's called gulf. So what happened is the edge of the bay we have never ending line of the daffodils, कि ना ख़त्म होने वाली एक लाइन है daffodils की जो उस जज़ीरे के किनारे पर फैली हुई है, या गल्फ या जो झील है उसके किनारों के ऊपर वो फैली हुई है. That is the idea the poet is given, that the daffodils are stretching are spreading at the never-ending line of the lake, and it is innumerable. We can't count them. 10,000 saw I at a glance. So 10,000 is a huge amount. The poet is claiming, the poet is saying that he has seen 10,000 at one glance. Glance means वन साइड, यानी एक ही नज़र में या एक ही साइड में उसने 10,000 डैफोडिल्स जो हैं वो देख सकता है. टोजिंग देयर हेड्स इन स्पैंगली डांस, एंड व्हाट दे आर डूइंग, दे आर टोजिंग देयर हेड्स एंड दे आर स्पाइटली मीन्स actively, and they are dancing actively. Here the poet is also using personification. Tossing their heads is human characteristics, and dance here again human characteristics. The poet is saying that the 10,000 daffodils he can see at one side, यानी एक नज़र में वो 10,000 daffodils को देख सकता है. And what they are doing, they are tossing their head, they are jerking their heads, moving their heads, and they are dancing. So it's the idea of second stanza that the daffodils are looking like stars. As the stars shine on the sky, the daffodils are shining on the lake side, and they are stretching never-ending line of this lake, and they are 10,000 in number, and they are dancing like the human are dancing. See the question, how do you compare the daffodils with the stars? So how we can compare? We can compare the daffodils with the star, that they have yellow color, and as the stars shine on the galaxy, the daffodils are shining in the lake view or lake side. That is the answer of question number 1 given in the text. See stanza number 3. The waves beside them dance, but they outdid the sprightly wave in glee. A poet could not but be gay. In such a jocund company I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. The waves beside them dance. So the waves of the lake is also dancing with the daffodils. So the waves are dancing here. It is personification. Personification that the waves, यानी लहरें जो हैं, जो the waves of the lake are also dancing, but they outdid the spangly waves in glee. Waves in glee, glee here means happy. Outdid the sparkling means they are just shining and they were happy. So waves are as happy as the daffodils, and they are shining with happiness, with happy. Glee here means happy, यानी खुशी से जो लहरें थी वो शाइन कर रही थी, and they are also dancing with daffodils. The poet could not be gay in such a jocund company. Jocund company here means happy company or joyful company. So joyful company of the daffodils make the poet also happy. Gay here means happy or pleased. So the poet is also pleasing or feeling very happy in the joyful company or with the happy company of daffodils. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. So he was gazed means staring. He was staring the daffodils continuously, and he was also thinking. What he was thinking? He was thinking that what wealth has brought about this scene. Whatever he is watching the waves of the lake, and he was also watching the daffodils which are very which were flattering and tossing their heads in the breeze, and they were looking very happy, and this scene made the poet happy. And this scene has brought a wealth of happiness to show to me had brought. So whatever he is saying, what the wealth, what the thing brought to द पोइट, यानी ये सारा जो मंज़र जो पोइट देख रहा है वो उसके लिए कौन सी दौलत या कौन सा जो प्लेयर है वो उस तक लेकर आया है, या उसको उससे कौन सी दौलत हासिल हुई है। See the question, how does the poet feel in the company of the daffodils? So the poet feel happy in the company of daffodils. See the last stanza, for oft means often, यानी अक्सर क्या होता था, for oft when on my couch I lie, couch means sofa, on his sofa he is just lying in vacant or in pensive mood. Vacant means empty and pensive means thoughtful mood. Whenever he is very empty and thoughtful mood, they flashed upon their inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude. Bliss means happiness or joy. Solitude means pleasant loneliness, यानी जब वो बिल्कुल अकेला होता था और वो अक्सर जो है अपने सोफे पर जब वो लेटा होता था, what happened, they flashed upon their inward eye, so he can see the same scene of daffodils in her inner self from her mind. So the same scene he can see or feel whenever he is alone and he is in thoughtful mood, and this scene bring happiness and joy in his loneliness, in his pleasant loneliness. Whenever he is alone, this scene make him happy, यानी जब भी वो अकेला होता था तो ये सीन उसको बहुत ज़्यादा खुश कर देता था. And whenever he is in thoughtful mood, he thought about this scene, and they make my heart with pleasures fill. And whenever he remember the same scene of daffodils, this scene make his heart pleasant or pleasure fill with joy, यानी उसके दिल को खुशी से भर देता था. And dance with the daffodils, and his heart begins to dance with the daffodils. Here the heart is dancing with daffodils, its personification. The heart is dancing with the daffodils. And in the last stanza he is just concluding that after he has gone home, and whenever he is in thoughtful mood and he is lying on his bed or on sofa, the same scene of daffodils he can see and he can feel from her inward eyes, and his heart fills with pleasure and his heart begins to dance with the daffodils. And the same scene give him happiness or give him pleasure in his solitude, in his loneliness. That is the idea he is giving us, that whenever we have seen something which is very interesting, any event of our life which is very pleasing for us, we remember it for always. जब भी हमारी लाइफ में कुछ भी ऐसा हो जो हमारे लिए बहुत ज़्यादा enjoyable हो या बहुत ज़्यादा playful हो, we always think about the event, and always whenever we discuss or always we think about the event of our lives, it makes us happy, it makes us it feels us good to remember the good memories of our life. That is the theme of the poem. It is about nature and it is about human nature. I have written difficult words meaning and the answer of question number 1 and 2 given in this poem. I hope you will do it on your notebook. Allah Hafiz class.